Hey, Mrparka here to review a new one from Phil Stevens, the creator of Flowers. And this is Lung 2. This is actually a prequel to Flowers, and that's all I knew about it, that it had some sort of relation to Flowers. Uh, Now, I must say, this is, if you guys are familiar with Flowers, you should know what you're getting into, kind of an extreme, experimental, kind of fever dream stuff type deal going on here, and they are always fairly gross, and they're always compelling. Though I felt that Flowers is compelling, and I think Lung Two is compelling and interesting as well. We follow the story of this kind of insane man who's wandering around, and you don't really know his story, and you're trying to patch it somehow in with Flowers. And as the film progresses, we are given little pieces of puzzles, and motifs come back, objects come back into it, bottle here and there and stuff like that, and you start to realize what exactly happened. Although you aren't necessarily 100% sure what happened, but you can add some pieces to the puzzle and get a decent understanding of not exactly of what may have happened, which is why I like his movies. Phil Stevens tends to lead you on a path to solving it, but doesn't give you everything all the time. So it becomes semi difficult to solve exactly, to unfold every piece of the puzzle 100%. I think that this one actually has better special effects in it, and I actually enjoyed it a little bit more than Flowers. I thought to me, it was more compelling. I think maybe the small amount of characters kind of said something to me. The old killer's in here as well, and they definitely have some sort of relation. I won't give it away or anything like that. I'm not sure if the trailer gives anything away or the description online, but I went into it fairly blind, knowing that it would be an interesting movie. Like I said, as the film progresses, we see more and more into the mind of this character and possibly his past and even his future. Like I said, it's really interesting stuff. And like I will say before, I get burnt out on extreme movies that are just extreme without anything interesting in them. And this one had me compelled to want to see what was going on and be interested and invested in what exactly happened. There's lots of, I guess I'll say experimental camera tricks, but also very inventive camera tricks, which I loved. Stuff just putting the camera on the baby carriage or putting it under the baby carriage. There's lots of point of view shots in here that give you kind of a intimate feel in the film. There's lots of twisted things like a lump of flesh with all these body parts and an eye in there is perfect in here. And the special effects in here are done by Marcus Cook is one of them, and he's great. You guys know 100 Tears, the American Guinea Pig movies. But yeah, the effects in here are top notch, fairly gross. I caught myself cringing quite a bit, and they're shot really well. He knows how to shoot action as well. Phil Stevens, he cuts away at the right moments and edits it right where you can tell people weren't in danger at all, but it's effective. The sound effects in here are fairly gross as well. The movie has no dialogue. It is black and white. But mostly he's a visual director, and it shows here. It all looks great. It all looks completely twisted. The opening set piece they use in the woods and the kind of, I guess you'd say, a viaduct or something like that. Well, anyways, underneath the bridge and the water, and just looks so gritty and crummy and nasty. But there's scenes where he's pulling glass out of his head that is really bothersome and stuff like that. There is male nudity, female nudity, just all around it is a kind of an interesting, but yet disturbing, extreme piece of art horror cinema that I think's worth checking out in a world full of extreme movies for the sake of being extreme without a story or that don't go anywhere or let you in on something or do anything completely different. Lung 2 does something different. It has definitely a guerrilla style filmmaking too, I guess you'd say, because they're just kind of going anywhere they want. And the set decoration's always top notch in these movies. They probably destroy a lot of houses. The cleanup would be ridiculous. But yeah, it's one of those rare movies where it grosses me out, but also makes me want to watch it more to spot more things going on. But yeah, Lung 2, really good stuff. And I think Phil Stevens is one of the independent guys out there to look out for. His stuff is interesting. And I'd say the only guy kind of like him in a little bit is kind of James Bell's stuff. They are different, but they kind of give me that extreme like art horror deal. And And I like that. I enjoy that kind of stuff. But I'm Mrparka. Thank you very much for watching. And I don't think this has been sold yet. I'll put a link to the website. I mean, I'm not sure if it's still for sale, but look below, and the link will let you know. You'll go to that site, and if they're still selling it, then check it out.